It's here, guys. What we have been waiting for this entire time is in this package. The holy grail of Resident Evil games. Let's go. I got it. I did. I acquired the Resident Evil grail that I've been looking for so long. It may not be... Hold on. It's better, right? It may not be the best game in the series. As a matter of fact, it's far from that. But it is hands down the most expensive Resident Evil game, complete in box, in the Resident Evil series. And I got my hands on it. And we're going to unbox this later in the video. If this is your first time here, I'm going for every version of every Resident Evil ever made. That is not just one version of each game. That includes cover art variations. I can't tell you how many copies of Resident Evil 6 that I have, and it hurts me. The only thing that I'm excluding from this list is the big, giant special edition boxes. I'm not gonna buy 3 versions of the Resident Evil 4 Remake big box on PS5, PS4, Xbox One, and Series X maybe? I know for a fact it's on PS4, PS5, and one of the Xboxes, but I'm not doing that. That is just a waste of money. I don't need the same thing different ways. We are doing everything except for the big box special editions. But if this is not your first time here and you saw the video of me collecting all the Resident Evils at a video game convention, there's a chance that you're here because of that, because that video has now reached over 200,000 views, and I cannot thank you guys enough. Thank you so much. For those of you that don't know, I have a video game and sneaker store, hence the sneakers on the wall, hence the Resident Evil shirt, in my hometown called Sneaks and Geeks. I've had so many people come to my store recently because they found out about me through my Resident Evil video, and that just quite literally means the world to me. So if you watched that video, thank you so much. If you subscribed to that video, I'm so happy that you're here. And if you haven't checked out that video yet, go check it out because it's the best video on my channel. And we finally broke the curse of that stupid video that I had of me saying how to get a hacked Instagram account back. That was my most viewed long form video for so long, has like 170,000 views. But the Resident Evil video just trumped it, and it just hit over 200,000 views. So once again, thank you. And since that last video, I have acquired so many more Resident Evil games. We're approaching the full collection now. I mean, I think we might be less than 10 games away. For sure less than 20. So I'm gonna show you some sneak peeks of the things that I've picked up since that last video at the game convention. I'm not gonna give everything away because there's some really cool ones that I picked up that I just kind of want to save until the final shebang, if you will. But before we get into the unboxing of the Resident Evil Grail, let me show you a couple of these things that I picked up. What I'm about to show you is 3 of the 30 games that I've picked up since last time. I wanted to show you guys these because these are cool ones just to give you a little hint, but these are nowhere close to the coolest ones that I have picked up. Starting off, we did pick up the Resident Evil 4 Premium Edition Steelbook on PlayStation 2. I didn't even know this was a thing for a long time. Even as me going for the full set, I didn't know about this. I simply just did not know about this. Nonetheless, we have this. It is complete in box. It's just missing the laser cell. Next, like I said, guys, we're going for cover art variations. I could not find this to save my life. To save my life. Okay, Resident Evil Outbreak, PlayStation 2, Greatest Hits. I could not find it to save my life, guys. I've seen sold listings of complete in-box copies. It's not that expensive of a game, but where I couldn't find it, I was forced to buy a factory sealed copy. This is the only version of the game I can find. Yes, I have it in one of those clear sleeves, but as you can see, this thing is factory sealed. It still has this little thing on the back. So I had to spend over $80 on this game just to get it in the collection because the only copy I could find was a factory sealed copy. Last but not least, just a little hint of some of the stuff that I've picked up is Resident Evil Umbrella Corps for the PlayStation 4. This game didn't necessarily get a US release. There's like Chinese copies and European copies, but the PlayStation 4 is region free, so this is one that I had to pick up. It is complete in box, and what's crazy is this game actually has a manual. That is crazy, but before I just continue talking about this, the way that I got this was super cool. My guy, Doug J. Mart, has been watching for a long time. He's been a viewer of the channel back when we were under 3K subs, guys. He reached out to me in my Resident Evil video and was like, yo, dude, if you still need that, I got you. They price chart for around $90 complete in box. When you go on eBay, I couldn't find one under 100. That was at the time of me making this video anyway. And Doug reached out to me and he was like, dude, if you need that, I have 2 copies. Let me send this to you. And he was like, I paid $45 for it a couple years ago. So he was like, dude, just give me $65 for it and I'll ship it to you. And I was like, I can't express to you how much that means to me, bro. I ended up paying him $70. He didn't ask for that, but I ended up paying him $70 just as a thank you, just to at least cover shipping. You know what I mean? So Doug, thank you for this, my brother. I can't express how much I appreciate that. Me collecting all of these games has been so expensive, and at a time when me and my wife are trying to buy a house to start a family, the fact that I'm going for the entire Resident Evil collection right now definitely isn't the most financially responsible thing. But I will say, the money that I've made from my YouTube videos in this Resident Evil series, it's been worth it, let me say that. Yes, we picked up Resident Evil Umbrella Corps. Doug, thanks again, brother. And before we get to the GRAIL unboxing, there's one more unboxing that I want to show you that I did a couple weeks ago. We got a sealed copy of a Resident Evil game graded, okay? It's a pretty big game to have sealed when you see what it is. So we're gonna go back. I'm gonna show you me unboxing the grades. I had a couple more video games in this box, so it's a nice little bonus for this video to check out the other games that I got graded as well. But stay tuned for the last graded game that I pull out, because it is a sealed copy of a Resident Evil game that it's pretty hard to come across sealed nowadays. And shout out to my man Charles at R&D Games in Weber City. He is the one that hooked me up with this game. He had it come in a trade. He reached out to me. Me and Charles have built a good relationship. Me and Charles did some business at Southeast Game Exchange too, if you want to go see that in my top 100 games of all time video at the video game convention. But this is the graded games unboxing. So, you get a little bonus in this video. Not only is this my recent Resident Evil pickups, but you're gonna get to see some other graded games as well. But there's a big game in here, and I'm very eager to see what grade it gets. Let's take a look at these graded games I got back, shall we? Here we go. Alright, okay. Alright. So I can't see them from this standpoint. So the first one, we're gonna cover the grade. I know they're on the right side. Ooh, this is a cool one. Oh, I just saw the grade. I covered the wrong side. I guess they're on the left side. Do they always just be on the left side? Yep. Anyway, this is a super sick one. It got a 9.6. This is the Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year, but this is the weird disc, because they made a smaller one too that's in like the Xbox One size. This is the Xbox 360 size case with Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare, but it is the Xbox One and Xbox 360 double pack. And the fact that it's in an Xbox 360 size case, but on the side it says Xbox One. This is super cool. This was one of the coolest things. Like, I had to send it off. I think this will go into the hands of a really niche collector, and I totally get why. This is just such a cool item. But this got a 9.6. Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year edition. Next. Okay, let's cover the grade. This is Made Man on PS2. I'm not gonna look at the grade. This is Made Man, factory set on PS2. It's actually kind of a fairly rare PS2 game. This game price charts for like $35 or $40 complete in box. So I was like, it's factory sealed. So I was like, might get this thing graded. This thing got graded a 9.6. Just like Red Dead. So a PS2 game getting a 9.6 is pretty impressive. I have Ratchet and Clank Going Commando in my personal collection that got graded a 9.8 on PS2. Very thankful to have that in my collection at that high of a grade. This is another one that I'm gonna sell. Nonetheless, really cool game. a game that I had honestly never heard of, and the first time I came into contact with it, it was factory sealed. So, cool game. Cool game to have graded. I got these two graded to sell to support this coming into my collection. And this is here because this is the Resident Evil pickups I've gotten. Oh my gosh, I've never gotten a game this small graded, but oh my gosh. Let's not look at the grade, okay? We're gonna pull it out. This is so cool that I even have this. Oh my gosh. What we have here is a sealed copy of Resident Evil 2 on the PS1. Still not looking at the grade. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, it shows the grade on top. This thing got a freaking 9.8. Oh my gosh. This is a GRAIL piece right here, guys. The seal is even like ruffled a little bit right here, but it's still got a 9.8. This game still has the hang tab on the back for when it was in display cases at Walmart. It still has the hang tab on the back. They gotta factor in age and everything because something this old with the seal on the top even coming off just a little bit, the fact that this got a 9.8 is absolutely insane. This is going to be a centerpiece in my Resident Evil collection. Keeping this one, selling these two. If anyone's interested, they're probably gonna go on eBay today, so by the time you're seeing this video, they could have sold, but if you're interested in either Red Dead or Made Man, let me know. I'll gladly sell it to you. But this bad boy's gonna look sick on my shelf. Yeah. Resident Evil 2 on the PS1, it's the greatest hits, yeah, but it graded a 9.8. That is freaking insane. That is, I believe, that is the highest grade out there that's available on the market. Well, mine's not available on the market because it's mine, it's staying in my collection, but it's the highest grade out there right now. So I feel pretty good that came in back at 9.8. That's crazy to me. And I know I keep holding it over your head, but one last thing. Before we get into the unboxing of the GRAIL, I actually picked up something that I didn't need to pick up. As I stated earlier in this video, I picked up one of those big box special editions. So let's go unbox this thing together live in front of the camera. I haven't filmed this a couple weeks ago. I'm about to do it right now in the filming of this video. So let's unbox this special edition before we get into the GRAIL. Phew, all right. I've had this thing for over a month now. Well, close to a month. I got it on August 14th. Today is September 10th. I've had it that long and I've just had it sitting here near my door. But let's unbox this thing. This is it. What we have here is the Resident Evil 3 Collector's Edition on the good old PS4. I spent right at $301.81, I believe. That's what I paid after taxes and shipping. That's after everything. So I think I got a pretty good deal on it. It was on bid, and I bid at the last moment to win the bid. So I think I got it for like $256. Then after taxes and shipping, it was right at like $301.81. Let's open this thing up and see what's on the inside. Let's get this slip cover off. It says Stars, Raccoon City, Police Department on the top. But we open this up and we are greeted with a copy of Resident Evil 3. Just plain old game, nothing special. No box inserts. Those days are over. And, oh my gosh, this is big.
That's what she said.
This is a map. Oh, this is so cool. This is a map of Raccoon City. As you can see, it looks like it has been drawn on with Sharpie, as if Jill has used this or someone inside the police department has used this. And then on the back side, welcome to Raccoon City. And then it's just a bunch of ads of businesses inside of Raccoon City. And this would be something that would be pretty cool to have framed, honestly. Since it's made by Capcom, it has a little Mega Man figure right here. Nice little Capcom reference. That is really cool. That's not how it's supposed to be folded, but that's good enough. Nonetheless, the map is really cool. Next, we have a book. Project N. What does that stand for? Nemesis, maybe? So what essentially we have here is an art book. Just a bunch of little things, and everything says top secret on the top. Just a bunch of little locations of the game. You have zombies, you have drawings, there's photographs from crime scenes, photographs of zombies. Here is what looks to be a picture of Nemesis. And of course you have Jill Valentine, Brad Vickers. I don't want to bore you with this. There's some more pages to flip through, but still really cool. Then, oh, this is what's cool. This is what's cool. Okay, so we have one more thing before we get to this. Oh, nice. Very nice. Resident Evil 3 Steelbook. I already have this Steelbook outside of the special edition. This Steelbook is super cool. Of course, you got Jill on the back side, then Nemesis on the front, and there's no game inside because the game is obviously right here. Never been used. Looks like it was never even taken out of the bubble wrap. Then, for the fun part, we have the statue. As you can see, Resident Evil 3, Jill Valentine. Oh, her gun fell out. A miniature Glock. Ooh. And it just lost all of its value. I'd love to put this thing together. Let's check it out. And like I said earlier, guys, I do not plan on buying all of these. It is just stupid to have. I don't want to have multiples of these. Who's to say I might buy one for each game, but I'm not doing the different consoles for these. That is quite literally a waste of money. I mean, some might say I've already wasted a lot of money. That would just be way too expensive. And your boy is funding this himself. So let's try to fit this gun in her hands. And there we go. We have a statue of Jill Valentine. It is supposed to be facing this direction because her nameplate is right here. There you have it. She's holding her gun. She's looking in a direction. We have Jill Valentine from Resident Evil 3. And let me know down in the comments, how do you feel of Jill's look in Resident Evil 3 versus like Resident Evil 5? Resident Evil 5, she has blonde hair. She looks a lot different than her version in Resident Evil 3. Her hair is a lot shorter in 3, and then she has brown hair. So when you think of Jill Valentine, who do you think of? Nonetheless, this is the Resident Evil 3 Special Edition unboxing for the PS4. Now, let's get back to the rest of the video. And now, for the moment that we've all been waiting for, the Resident Evil GRAIL. Definitely the most expensive game. Like I said, may not be the best, but it is the most expensive game, and it has such a sick cover art. It is such a niche game. Let's go back to the day that I got this in the mail. Without further ado, let's open up the Holy Grail of Resident Evil games. It's here, guys. What we have been waiting for this entire time is in this package. The Holy Grail of Resident Evil games. Let's go. Oh my gosh, I have been waiting for this day for such a long time. I'm going to open up the top so you all can't read the label. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this day for such a long time. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous because I don't know when we're actually gonna see it. Oh my gosh, I just saw it. Did you see it too? Did you get a little glimpse? Oh my gosh. Here we go, boys. Oh my gosh. It's here. It's right here. They taped this sucker up. I gotta be so careful getting this out. Let's make our lives a little bit easier right here. Oh man, you guys don't know how big of a day this is for me. Oh. We now have a complete in-box copy of Resident Evil Gaiden on the Game Boy Color. It's not in the best condition, but it is in very good condition. Oh my gosh. I have been waiting so long for this. We sold Kuon to get this thing, guys. Let's open it up. Oh my gosh. This is a grail piece for me. Oh my goodness. And we got all the box inserts. We have the manual in really good shape. We have the Nintendo Power insert. We have the precautions booklet. And most importantly, we have the game. Let's see the condition of this guy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's here. Well, there's only one last thing to do. There we go. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Do y'all hear this sound? Oh my gosh. You can see me in the screen. Virgin Interactive, no way. Whoa. Can y'all see that? Resident Evil Gaiden, oh my gosh. Start. This is crazy. This is the Game Boy this is the Game Boy Advance SP001, so that's why it's kind of hard to see. But this is crazy, man. Alright, we know it works. I will get around to playing this. But boy, oh boy, it is finally here. I'm gonna see if I can get this little 3 sticker off that top corner right there. Don't want it to go too crazy, but we got it, boys. Okay, great news, guys. It is coming off like a charm. It is coming off like a charm. You all want to see this satisfying moment? Oh, no damage to the box. And it came off beautifully. Oh my gosh, I could not be happier right now. This is so cool. That's right, guys. Here it is. The coolest thing that I have displayed on my shelf, on the Resident Evil shelf. An item that'll never leave my collection unless it's time to sell whenever my kids need to go to college. But I don't have kids. My wife's not pregnant, so that'll at least be another 19 years, right? So this will be proudly sitting on my shelves. We have Resident Evil Gaiden on the Game Boy Color, complete in box, with all of the box inserts. It is in great condition. It's not in the best condition. It's not sealed, but it is in very, very good condition. I'm super happy to have this thing. It has been eluding me for such a long time, so I'm super glad that I could pick this up. If you're here following me along for the journey, thank you so much for being here. And if you want to see me collect every single Resident Evil game ever made and want to see all the other ones that I've picked up that I haven't shown on camera yet, please hit that subscribe button because this is going to be the craziest thing that I've ever done. I have already done the full Silent Hill collection. I did that before Silent Hill 2 Remake came out. I did that before Silent Hill F came out. So if you want to go watch my Silent Hill video, go check out that. It's on my YouTube channel too. If you just sort my long form videos by popular, it's in the top 3. It's a great video as well. But the Resident Evil collection is no joke. Like I said earlier, we are over 120 games in right now. Still have a few more to go, but it's going to be exciting. For my future videos, I'm going to be turning the super comments and super likes on. So if there's anything you want me to film on the Resident Evil collection when I have it, like anything you want to see, just because it's all me. Like, I'm just trying to think of ideas of what other videos I can do on that collection that you want to see, because I understand that this is a pretty hard thing to acquire and get your hands on all of them. There's going to be many videos that I make on that. My channel is going to be pretty centered around Resident Evil with some other videos in between there. But I figured Resident Evil 9's coming out in February. Now's a good time to get this bad boy out. If you want to follow along for my Resident Evil journey, please hit that subscribe button. We got the Grail, guys. And if you've watched this video, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for so much of the love and support that my channel has gotten recently. We jumped from 13,000 subscribers to over 17,000 subscribers in a month. That just means so much to me. I'm like starting to step in the role of like really feeling like a YouTuber now. I go to these conventions and people know me. I've made relationships with a lot of the other bigger guys in the video game collecting and reselling space. So I'm super grateful to be in the position that I'm in, and I just want you all to know that I don't take that for granted. So thank you once again. And guys, this is it. Stay tuned for the Resident Evil collection. I'll see y'all in the next video. Thank you for being here. Peace.